can you share a little bit some of the results or big like transformations, like results, whether client results, revenue results, leads results, that you can share with us?
Absolutely, absolutely. A lot of them.
Yeah.
Number one is the number of leads I get. Now, I used to get sometimes 10, 20, max could be 50 leads a month.
Yeah.
Now I'm getting 100 leads a week.
Yeah.
Hello, my name is Samuel. I am a business owner and medical sales professional, and I worked with Daniel Botero and Opni, and they've been instrumental in helping me build my business, build my brand on the LinkedIn platform. You know, Daniel really understands how the platform responds. He understands how to build an audience, how to truly clarify your message that you want to give the world and make sure it reaches the right person to provide them all the value that your business or services provide. For anyone that's really trying to build a brand, you know, maybe even build a business and build a following, and be able to speak to their following almost as if it's a one-on-one conversation with everyone in their audience, then I absolutely recommend you work with Daniel Botero and Opni. They have a fantastic team, a fantastic program, and they get results.
Operationally speaking, the biggest aha moment is just like finding people that can delegate, or that I can delegate tasks to and buy my time back, and ultimately use my time to grow the business, as opposed to continuing to live in the trench of sales or the trench of coaching, which are not, it's not really a scalable system. So yeah, I don't think I was shocked by that aha moment. I was anticipating that to happen. It's just how fast it happened, right? You know, I kind of thought 6 months was where we would start to get some traction, and we were getting traction in like 8 weeks.
It's been going like incredible, better than I could have ever imagined. I did not have a career coaching business before I hired you. So hiring you and paying you what I paid you was the craziest thing I've ever done, but it was the best thing I've ever done. You are not only sharing like business tools and tips and tricks with me, but you're helping me change my mindset and understand how to make business decisions based on data. And I used to make business decisions based on emotions, like we've talked about before, but now I can look at the data, and entrepreneurship is sometimes like this. Okay, let's be honest, it's all the time.
It's always like this. Always, yeah.
Great. So it's going to be like that forever. When I'm at the lows and I talk to you, you help me look at it from such an objective standpoint that after the call, I'm not so worried, like as a bird on a branch, I'm not so worried about the branch breaking, but I'm more trusting in my wings that I'd be able to fly if the branch broke, if that makes sense.
I started literally from zero. I had a few thousand followers on LinkedIn, but since starting the program and posting daily, I've almost doubled my follower count. I didn't know how to set up my business, and they helped me walk through everything I needed to do to hit the ground running, not make those like rookie mistakes, things like that. But I think my biggest achievement out of this program were the clients that I've managed to get. So we had a plan. Daniel and his team sat down with me, and we came up with a plan and some milestones. We had a goal to get 1 to 2 clients within the first few months. But now I have almost 10 clients, and I think it's because I really action on their advice that they've given me, and I actually almost hit 10K in revenue in my first month. I could not have done it without them.
I'm just not saying Daniel and his team.
Yes, please, thank you.
When I signed on to coach with Daniel, I did not expect that there was going to be an army of individuals that would come along with Daniel to support me and my business. I also didn't expect that I was going to be pushed to love, to give tenderness to my business, to focus on my business as much as Daniel pushes me to do. I feel as though having someone like Daniel and Daniel's team on my side means that not only am I doing my business, but I'm doing my business with individuals who truly, truly want to see me succeed.
To be totally blunt, I don't know that I even had a business before I started working with Opni. Technically, I had an LLC, but I wouldn't call it a business. After working with you guys, I've really understood that when I work with someone, I am helping them and providing significant value. So I need to think about what my value is to them and get value in return. That's a business, transactional. Coaching is relational, and there is a relational component of it. Otherwise, I think you'd be a pretty shitty coach.
Yeah.
But you've got to be able to look at the transactional component of it to make it a business.
I mean, seriously, the amount of value in just like the last 48 hours is insane, between like actual career coaches who are credible and conversant in the craft, just sharing what it is that they're doing, to the like, you know, structured program, and the ability to ask people who, again, are actually credible and conversant on the craft, about just nuances, tech. It's crazy.
The promises that you guys can deliver on that make it matter and that make it stick. So for me, just having the structure in place, having the instructional videos, having a team, having the community, having the group coach calls, all of that really makes this a top tier program. And anyone who wants to go from a beginner to 6-figure, 7-figure business, you know, Opni.
You gave more than what I asked, for sure. From day one, like I know in this story call, you told me about your team and how they will all come together to help me. And I think you delivered more than what you promised. I feel like I really lucked out that I was one of your early clients, and I got more than what I wanted in the program. And we started with understanding my daily, what I do as a career coach and what I teach and how I teach. So then your team came together to help me with implementing those systems. You know, there is no scaling until you have systems in place and you have SOPs in place, and I didn't understand it before I came to work with you.
I was able to recoup my investment on the first month. I wouldn't be able to do it without their help, just because I had an idea of, you know, what to do and how to build my my offer and all those things. But the way that they structured the conversation, it gave me confidence to just do it.
The things that you and the team opened my eyes to was that, look, like you are at a place right now where you can afford to bring somebody on, where you can afford to have them come in, and that was like a complete game changer. Like, I think that allowing them to come in, your team working with them in order to build up the processes internally, it just like my mental health was better, the business health was better, it was far less stressful. We accelerated and kind of continued the business growth. So that was like really the big aha moment.
10 stars. It's an absolute game changer to work with Daniel and his team because he has incorporated all of the different elements to actually build a business. That is to say, it's not just, okay, this piece, content, this piece, whatever, but it's very much an integrated approach to building a coaching business. He gets an understanding about how important it is to create a niche, be targeted, speak to your target market. Really, marketing is my background, but Daniel and his team run circles around me in actually building that marketing sensibility to grow and drive a coaching business.
Aditya, 1 month into the program, tell me how you feel about it.
Yeah, so I think I've learned more in 1 month than I was trying to teach myself in 6 months or even more. So in the last month, I have gone from setting up my lead generation to my initial stages of my product to a webinar I hosted, and I have 2 leads closed in sales all in a month. So I'm really happy that so much progress has happened in 30 days. And yeah, looking forward to where we go in next few months.
No, man, I appreciate you trusting us and joining and continue to execute and ask questions. You are the man.
So I went into some of like the free stuff, and it's true, like his free stuff is so good. It was giving me so many ideas that I'm like, okay, now I need like the template. You know what I mean? Like now I need here's step by step how to do it, and here's why it is or isn't working for you kind of thing. So because I saw the framework and it made perfect sense for me, then I was like, okay, let's go ahead and get on the call. We got on the call, we started the program, and I think I remember you saying it was like within 28 days, we got another client. And so we've been getting more consistent clients, but we did meet our Q1 goals of 30,000 in the first quarter. So I do think we're going to meet 100,000 this year, which is more than 3 times.
A third major benefit for me has been getting to collaborate with more career coaches in a non-competitive environment where we're all supporting each other because, you know, our niches are all different, but we all really believe in the power of career coaching. So that is something that I've experienced within these first 3 weeks. Super happy with my investment, and looking forward to many more sessions and learnings to do together. And I just feel that I've really elevated in my business like 10 times just in the past 3 weeks alone.
For me, it was being able to zoom out and get an expert's view, you know, you and your team, and just to help me come out of the day-to-day and then look at the business and show you, show me essentially that this can be done through a system.
A lot of what you're saying is what I love, and I think it's so important for career coaches to understand is the importance of building the systems and processes so you know what lever you can pull whenever you need it, right?
Genuinely, I've got more time now, I feel, than what I did before working with you guys, in terms of being able to spend more time with friends and family and do things that I enjoy, and then that helps me for the next day, like
you're mentally charged.
Exactly.
These are not just number. They are the results of coaches just like you following a proven process to generate predictable results for their coaching business. Are you next?